Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Steelers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
That's a well-thrown ball right there.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Stroud looking to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, to me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Gore is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Escaping the pressure right. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. 21-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Open man, that's Henry.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 34.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Able to shake him off.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Stroud to throw it.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 28-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here, Richardson yet again. That's to the tight end, Mallory.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 23.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Sanders on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second.
Welcome
4
back.
touchdown
Halftime
passes
over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside
yet.
Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case,
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Will Anderson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Richardson working from the gun.
Dancing to his left.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. And just shutting him off there. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Puka Nacua,
42 yards.
Now the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it is 42-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And further. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Richardson out of the shotgun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Richardson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Richardson to the air on first down. Got his open man. It's Mallory.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Richardson.
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Richardson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. From Southern California, so long, everybody.